Hello, fellow digital marketers, analysts, conversion trackers. So in this video, I'm going to explain the Google Ads enhanced conversion tracking. So if you Googled what is the enhanced conversion tracking, you probably find a article by Google like this, which is pretty complicated, full of kind of weird technical jargon and really hard to understand. So in this video, I'm gonna do my best to explain this in simple terms, practical terms, explain what is the problem that the enhanced conversion tracking attempts to solve and how it does that. And I'm also going to demonstrate a quick example of how this can actually be implemented using Google Tag Manager to send the enhanced conversion data. So let's begin. Okay, what is the enhanced conversion tracking? So it's like the name implies, it's an extra, it's an add-on for your normal Google Ads conversions. So this is my dashboard. Here are some of the conversions, some test conversions, some real conversions. So let's take a look at the tally form submit, for example. So you can just set up your normal conversions here in Google Ads, but you can add this extra improvement to them using the enhanced conversions. So basically here in Google Ads, if you turn on enhanced conversions and do the kind of technical implementation, then it will make your normal conversions better. So it's an optional extra improvement you can add to your conversions. All right, so how do enhanced conversions work? Well, let's take a look at a regular conversion. A regular conversion tells Google Ads that someone bought a jacket for, let's say, $100. So enhanced conversions goes a little bit further, and they tell Google that John Smith bought the jacket for $100. And it's also sending this kind of personal identifiable information about the person who did the purchase. Okay, let's address an important topic, privacy. It's a concern for many of us. Regulations like the General Data Protection Regulation, or the GDPR here in the European Union, also the California Consumer Privacy Act in the United States, underscore this growing focus on privacy control. So it's very clear that we are moving towards stricter privacy rules globally. So how does Google balance this with the Google Ads enhanced conversion? So the answer lies in something called hashing. So Google hashes the sensitive information. It's kind of a way to disguise the original data like a coded language. This way, Google can still connect the conversion dots without compromising anyone's privacy. So the result is accurate ad tracking that still respects users' privacy. So what exactly is the problem that the enhanced conversion tracking aims to solve? I mean, what is the problem with the good old normal conversion tracking without all this extra hassle? So to answer that question, we must first explain or understand the two types of conversions that Google Ads is kind of able to track. They are called observed conversions and modeled conversions. So let's first try and understand the difference between these, so that way we can kind of understand the problem, and that way we can understand why the enhanced conversion tracking is a great solution for this problem. Let's first make a demonstration for the observed conversions. So I'm gonna go to Google and search for Nike Air Jordan size 42. And immediately we see the Nike Google Ads ad, and I'm gonna click on it. All right, so I'm gonna take a little look at what's happening under the hood by going to cookies, nike.com, and searching for the Google Ads, or the AdWords, as it was previously called, cookie. And here we can see that the cookie has been placed. All right, and it's gonna be going on for quite some time. So even if I leave the website and then go back, we will be able to find the Google Ads cookie. It's kind of following me, and when I reach my cart, my checkout, it's gonna tell Google Ads that, hey, remember the ad click from before. Make sure to attribute this purchase, this conversion to that ad click by using this cookie. All right, that's great, but there are some problems. What are those problems? Well, in a nutshell, that funnel, that flow doesn't always work. Let me give you an example. Let's do one very kind of simple example of what could go wrong with the observed conversion. So the observed conversions, there is 100% sure clear link with the ad click and the conversion. But let's make a demonstration where that is not the case. So let's pretend I am now on my iPhone and I'm Googling for Nike Air Jordans. I click on the Nike ad and I land on their website, and so far so good. We have the Google Ads cookie here. Let's say I don't want to fill up all my addresses and stuff like that on my touchscreen because it's such a hassle. So on my lunch break, I will go to my laptop and I remember, hey, there was those nice shoes. I go directly to Nike.com. I make my way to the purchase and buy the shoes. So obviously, if we take a look at the cookies now on my laptop, no longer on my iPhone, the Google Ads cookie is nowhere to be found, and Google Ads is going to be in trouble if it tries to attribute my original ad click to this purchase. So this is just one example, but there are a lot of other very common scenarios with the privacy updates and iOS 14 cookie blocking that can kind of get in the way of these observed conversions with a clear link between the ad click and the conversion. So with these examples, you probably already kind of figure out how the enhanced conversion tracking starts to become very useful. So the normal observed conversions, they work when they work. But when we need the modeled conversions, having that kind of personal identifiable data about John Smith clicking on the ad and maybe John Smith then making a purchase, even if it's on another device, is going to make it a lot easier for Google Ads to do the modeled conversion. They have more data, and it's going to be pretty easy to see, okay, John Smith clicked and John Smith purchased. So what are the benefits of enhanced conversion tracking? Well, of course, more accurate conversion reporting. You obviously want to know each and every conversion that is the result of your Google Ads and not let any conversion slip through the cracks unnoticed if it is possible to track those. You will also have a clearer understanding of your ad performance, and if we look at Google's data, early adopters of the enhanced conversion tracking, so a 5% median conversion uplift for search ads and a 17% uplift for YouTube ads. So in a nutshell, the enhanced conversion tracking gives you a more accurate overall picture and boosts your ad performance. To implement enhanced conversion tracking for Google Ads, there are kind of two parts that go into it. First, in your Google Ads conversions, for any conversion where you want the enhanced conversions to be enabled, you have to kind of go to the details view and to the enhanced conversions and just click on turn on enhanced conversions. Here you will choose the method on how you will send the enhanced conversion information, and usually that's done using Google Tag Manager, and that's the option that I recommend and for which I'm gonna also run a quick demonstration on how to do it. So the Google Ads part for enhanced conversion tracking is super simple, a few checkboxes, but then to actually get the personal information, names, phone numbers, emails, addresses, and to send those with the Google Ads conversion, That is a little bit more of a tricky technical process. Now, this is something which I love to do for my clients. So if you would like to hire me to implement enhanced conversion trackings for you, then don't hesitate to get in touch. I'm gonna make a really simple example here on Google Tag Manager. So in this demo website, I have a simple HubSpot contact form where I have email, first name, last name, etc. So I'm gonna submit the form and we can take a look at how the enhanced conversions have been set up. So first, let's take a look at Google Tag Assistant, where we see the HubSpot form success trigger that was just fired when I submitted the form in the other tab. So when we take a look at this, we see a data layer. And for this data layer, I have coded a custom listener JavaScript that gets all of these, all of the information on the form that was submitted, including the HubSpot form email, which was kind of this throwaway email. Now in Google Tag Manager variables, I have created a custom data layer variable for the HubSpot form email, which is gonna get the value from the data layer from the form submit. And now we can use this variable. So another variable that I have is the Google Ads enhanced conversion tracking configuration. This is specifically for HubSpot forms. So let's take a look at that. We can see that it is a user provided data variable here in Google Tag Manager. And for this simple demonstration, I'm using manual configuration. So I can manually specify the variables where the user provided data should be kind of used. And for the email, I'm using the data layer variable that I mentioned earlier. So if we take a look at Google Tag Assistant for this form submission and take a look at my Google Ads tag, which was fired successfully, and we click on Show More, we can see that include user provided data from your website was set to true. And for the enhanced conversion value, we are now sending the email of the person who submitted the form alongside the kind of normal Google Ads conversion. So this is kind of a simple technical example of how you can send the enhanced conversion data alongside with the kind of normal Google Ads conversion. So I definitely recommend that you enable the enhanced conversions in Google Ads and then do the necessary technical work to actually get the enhanced conversion data. If you need any help with that, make sure to check out my website and you can get in touch. Just reach me here. If I still have the Facebook Messenger, you can also send a message through that, but I would be more than happy to help you out with the boring technical tricky parts of the enhanced conversion tracking. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, get in touch if you need help, and I will be seeing you next time.